everyone. So we are going to study about the next chapter of class 6, which is chapter number 10. We are finally on chapter number 10, which is all about the magnets, fun with magnets. Okay, so are you all excited to know about the magnets and all the fun we are going to do with these magnets? So let's get started. Okay, so before proceeding with the chapter, we must know what is magnet. What is magnet? Okay, let's see. A magnet is a material or an object which produces magnetic fields. Okay, so which produces magnetic field around itself to attract certain materials made of iron. First of all, please consider this, what I'm saying, that magnet is just a piece of iron. Okay, so it is the piece of iron which attract every object which is present nearby. Okay, every object, let's see, am I right or not? Okay, so all the objects which are made up of iron, the magnet get attracted towards it and get stick on it. Okay, let's see how. So we have seen, see, this is a magnet, and with this it's holding that iron piece, and with that iron piece it acts as a magnet which gets sticking on all the paper pins with it. Okay, see, all the paper pins are collected by this magnet. We will see it again. This is the magnet, and magnet is approaching to the iron nail, and that iron nail now acting like a magnet which is sticking, which is attracting all the pins, all the paper pins with it. Okay, so in this we can clearly see that the magnet is attracted towards the metals, and that metals will start acting like a magnet itself, and that magnet is now attracting towards all the other materials which are made up of metals or iron and get stick on it. Okay, let's see further. Alright, now some characteristics of magnets. The magnets have two poles. Okay, one is north pole and the second one is south pole. Okay, so magnets have two endings. One ending is known as the north pole and the other ending is known as the south pole, as is our earth also. The earth has the upper pole, which is north, and the down pole, which is known as south pole. So magnet also have two poles, which is north pole and the south pole. So as we learn that magnet have two poles with them, so we can see this is a north pole and this is a south pole. I am going to tell you about the major characteristics of the poles of the magnet. So please see here what happens. The opposite poles attract and the same poles will repel. Okay, opposite poles means if it is north, one pole is north and the other pole is south, then they will attract each other. Okay, the magnet will get stick to the south pole. Okay, and if it is the same poles, we can say north and north will not attract each other, they will repel. See, this is north and this is north, they are repelling, going like this. Okay, and south also repelling. But if the poles are opposite, like one is north and other one is south, they will attract. Okay, see, in the upper portion, north and south, you can see here, this is north and this is south, they are attracting. This is south, this is north, this is attracting. North and north repelling, south and south repelling. The opposite poles will attract each other and the same poles will repel each other. Okay, this is one of the major characteristics of the magnet. Two characteristics we have learnt about the magnet, that magnet have two poles, one is north pole and the second one is south pole. And the second characteristics of magnet is the same poles will repel each other and the opposite poles will attract each other. The like poles will repel each other and the unlike poles will attract each other. Okay, let's see further. So we are going to study about the history of magnetism. So where does this magnet come from? So once upon a time in 2500 BCE, there was a herdsman whose name was Magnes. Okay, so he was after he was finished roaming out all his sheep, he was resting on a rock. Okay, so when he tried to after some time, after he taken the rest, he was about to stand up. He was not able to stand up from that piece of rock. Okay, so he was wondering what happened. His shoes got stuck. His shoes has small nails on them, and those nails get stuck upon the rock, and he was not able to stand up. Okay, from there on he started saying that there is a magical piece of rock which attract all the iron nails towards it. So from that incident, the rock was discovered as the magnetic rock, and the name of the rock is magnetite. Okay, so there is the one natural magnet which is present on the earth is the rock which is known as magnetite rock, as discovered by Magnus. Okay, so there are two kinds of rock, students. Artificial magnet, there are two kinds of magnets, artificial magnet and the natural magnet. Okay, artificial magnets are the one magnet which are discovered or which are man-made, and the natural magnet which are naturally came from the earth itself. Okay, God gifted to us. So this is a rock which is known as magnetite. It is a magnetic rock. Okay, and here on the left hand side we can see there are the artificial magnet, the horseshoe magnet and the bar magnet. Horseshoe magnet because it look like a horseshoe, that is why the name is given to the magnet as horseshoe magnet. And the next one is bar magnet. It looks like a chocolate bar, so the name is given to it as bar magnet. Alright, so my dear students, earth is considered as a natural magnet. Okay, it is attracting many energies towards itself. Now why the earth is known as the natural magnet, students? Because we have learned that if we study about the earth is made up of three layers: the core, mantle, crust. Okay, the crust, mantle, core. So the middle layer of the earth is made up of the iron. The iron is constrained in the middle part of the earth, which is attracting many electronical charged particles towards itself. Okay, so it is forming the huge magnetic field around the earth because of the presence of iron material present inside the earth crust. Okay, that is why earth is known as the natural magnet. Okay, so some of the applications, day-to-day applications which we see as an artificial magnet, like this. You have seen the refrigerator magnets we all have in our homes. Okay, so this is because of the magnets, it gets stuck on the refrigerator door or on the almirah door. Okay, next one is this is the garbage truck, which is keeping all the nails, iron nails within itself. So if we apply any source of magnet on the endings of the garbage truck, so we can easily, what separation can be done, sorting out of materials from the huge mass of garbage can be done, as we can separate out the iron materials with the help of the magnet from the huge mass of garbage. Okay, this is common now. We can see like these dustbin trucks having these crane trucks have the magnet ends with them, and it helps in sorting out all the metal type of devices or materials which are present in the garbage. So sorting is being done easy with the help of magnets. Okay, now one of the major application which is man-made is magnetic compass. We all know about the magnetic compass, which helps us to guide us, guiding us to the place where we want to go. Especially the mountaineers have this compass. Okay, what is the magnet compass? So magnetic compass is a kind of device which this boy is holding. So it consists of small light magnet, okay, showing the north pole and the south pole. Okay, so this magnet is made up of iron substance only, but it is so light that it can be contained inside the compass. By suspending a magnet on a string, early navigators could determine direction by observing its alignment with the Earth's magnetic field. Magnets always comes to rest in same direction. So what happened in the earlier times when the compass was not introduced, so the navigators who used to roam around the countries around the globe, they make the मैग्नेटाइट एज अ रॉक एंड सस्पेंड का मतलब है कि हैंग कर देना, उसको लटका देना किसी भी वुडन पीस से, उस मैग्नेटाइट रॉक को लटका देते थे वो. और मैग्नेटाइट जब भी हैंग करते थे तो इट्स starting going from to and fro motion. It start showing this kind of motion, to and fro when it is hung with the wooden material. But when the times come when this magnetite rock gets stopped, it shows the direction of the north. Always the magnetite rock, when it gets stopped, it always rests in the same direction, which is considered as the north of the magnetic pole. Okay, so in that way the navigators help themselves to guide themselves to the place they want to go. Okay, so this is all about the magnetic compass. So here you can see this magnetic compass. It's hanging. That metal piece, with the light metal piece which is present inside the compass, is doing to and fro motion. And once the time come when that light magnet come to rest, it will show you the direction. Okay, you can see. Okay, so there are 6 types of artificial magnet which are made by men. Okay, man-made, human-made. Bar magnet, horseshoe magnet, needle magnet, cylindrical magnet, oval shaped magnet, and ring magnets. Okay, these sort of magnets which you are able to see on your screen, all these sort of materials, sort of magnets are used here and there. Some kind of Chinese toys, children toys, are compact with are made up of have these kind of magnets in them, okay, which act as an electric circuit also, right, and which helps in functioning of those electronic toys. Alright students, are you ready to make your own magnet? So basically, if you want to make your own magnet, just remember 2 points, that it's only about the magnetic field. Okay, you have to generate the magnetic field. How come you going to generate the magnetic field? For suppose you have this iron piece, iron needle with you. Okay, and this is a magnet. Rub the magnet on this iron piece. First point, second point. Okay, so you just have to rub this magnet piece on this iron needle, and after that the magnetic field is generated. Now this needle is going to act like a magnet. Okay, this iron needle is going to act like a magnet and will stick on the substance, on the metal substances, and stick on it and act like a magnet. So in this way you are going to make the tada, you make it's your own magnet. Okay, so you have to rub the magnet on the piece of iron needle or any sort of iron piece which you want that it should be turned into the magnet, your own magnet. So it's when the thing is, when you generate the magnetic field around that piece of around that iron piece, then it act like a magnet. Okay, so easy. So some of the question you must see, you must know that in order to safeguard your own magnet that keep the magnet away from heat. Okay, if you have that magnets, the actual magnets, you just save their life and make them used for a long term by keeping the magnet away from heat. Okay, avoid dropping or hammering the magnet. Just please avoid the fall of a magnet and hammering. Don't hammer them. Okay, the magnet, keep up, because in that way they are going to lose their magnetism. Okay, then once the magnetic field is being loose, then it no longer a magnet. Okay, keep away from other magnets, store properly, keep in pairs with unlike poles on same side, handle with care. Okay, always handle with care. These are some cautionary steps which you must know to keep the magnetic field on the magnet prolonged. Okay, so these are some NCERT exercises, starting with the fill in the blanks. Artificial magnets are made up of different shapes. Horseshoe magnet, you can write here, horseshoe magnet, and one is bar magnet and ring shape magnet. Okay, the materials which are attracted towards a magnet are called magnetite. Okay, magnetite, because those materials are made up of the magnetite material or the iron piece. Okay, paper is not a magnetic material. Okay, in olden days, sailors used to find direction by suspending a piece of magnetite. Okay, a magnet always has two poles. Okay, north and south pole. A cylindrical magnet has only one pole. False. Artificial magnets were discovered in Greece. False. Similar poles of magnets repel each other. True. Maximum iron fillings stick in the middle of a bar magnet when it is brought near them. True. Because always remember, in the center the magnetism is higher. Okay, magnetic property in any sort of magnetite material is higher. Okay, like on earth also, as we know that earth has a central part which is known as crust, and which have the iron pieces, lots of iron pieces in them. So in the middle part there is a huge amount of magnet. Bar magnets always point towards north-south direction. False. No, true. Okay, a compass can be used to find east-west direction at any place. True. Rubber is a magnetic material. False. It was observed that a pencil sharpener gets attracted by both the poles of a magnet. All its body is made up of plastic. Name a material that might have been used to make some part of it magnetic material. Okay, column 1 shows different positions in which one pole of a magnet is placed near that of the other. Column 2 indicates the resulting action between them or for each of the situation. Fill in the blanks. North to north. Here you can see this north to north, they will repel. Okay, because these are like poles. Will not attract, they will repel. Okay, because these are like poles. Now the condition is attraction. One is north, the other one must be south. South to north, attraction. Okay, because the poles are opposite. Now here the situation is repulsion. So like poles only repel. Okay, this is done. Write any two properties of magnet. Magnet की दो poles होते हैं, and the other one is magnet has two poles and other one is north to north repel, यानी कि like poles जो होते हैं repel करते हैं, and north to south attract, यानी कि unlike poles will attract. Okay. A bar magnet has no markings indicate its pole. How would you find out near which end its north pole or north pole located? By knowing the second property. Okay, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, उसको हम लोग लेके जाएंगे दूसरे मैग्नेट के पास और देखेंगे कि नॉर्थ टू नॉर्थ क्या कर रहे हैं, रिपेल कर रहे हैं, तो हमें समझ में आ जाएगा कि वो उसका नॉर्थ एंड है, उसका साउथ एंड है, बाय मेकिंग इट, बाय पेयरिंग इट, ओके, it with the other poles of other magnet. Okay, you are given an iron strip. How will you make it into a magnet? By rubbing it with the magnet. Okay, how is a compass used to find the directions? I have already told you that how it is going to give you the proper directions. We can see a magnet was brought from different directions towards a toy boat that has been floating water in a tub. Effect observed in each case is stated in column 1. Possible reasons for the observed effects are mentioned in the column 2. Match the statements given in one section. Boat gets attracted towards the magnet. So boat is fitted with magnet with south pole towards its head. Boat has small magnetic fixed along its length. Boat is made up of magnetic material. Boat is made up of non-magnetic material. Obviously, boat is made up of magnetic material. Boat is not affected by the magnet. Number 2, boat is not made of non-magnetic material. Boat moves towards the magnet if north pole of magnet is brought near its head. Boat moves towards the magnet if north pole of the magnet is brought near the head. So the boat is fitted with the south one because opposite will attract na. This is the answer. Third, boat moves away from the magnet when north pole is brought near its head, so it's a north direction. Boat floats without changing its direction. Boat has a small magnet fixed along its length. All right, this was all about the magnet. So the magnet chapter, fun with magnets. If you all have any kind of doubts, please comment down below. Until then, keep learning, keep studying and keep revising.